Hi everyone, I'm Shyam. In this video, I'm going to share with you few important tips to understand how to balance job and preparation. So this video is for those people who actually want to get a government job, who have been preparing for a government exam for a long time, and also who have been working. So usually what happens is students are of two categories. Number one, students who are absolutely in full-time preparation. Number two, students who are working somewhere and also simultaneously trying to continue their preparation. So, this is a $1,000,000 question, especially since the lockdown. Personally, even for me, many students have been asking me the same question. I actually got into a job and now I'm in a quite dilemma how to continue my preparation. So it's very important to focus on this area. It's very important to talk about this particular problem called how to balance our job and preparation for competitive exams. Before I continue anything, let me make one thing very clear. When you're working somewhere and also simultaneously trying to continue your preparation, accept the fundamental reality that now you cannot compare yourself with a student who is into full-time preparation. I repeat, when you are already working somewhere and also trying to continue your preparation, accept the reality that you cannot compare yourself with a student who is in full-time preparation. So when you accept this reality, naturally what happens is you will follow accordingly. So number one. Number two, I have personally known many students who are in full-time preparation. They have a common complaint. They say that, Sham sir, from morning to night, I am not able to study the whole day. So what do you say if I get into a part-time job kind of thing? And I ask them, why do you want a part-time job? And they say, sir, I cannot study the whole day simply like that. It will be a tedious job. I'm not able to focus completely the whole day without doing anything else. So, and I'm also depending on my parents for my pocket money. So why don't I plan to get into a part-time job? So this is a complaint for the students who are in full-time preparation. So now you take this point into consideration, you already have this advantage, which means you are not depending on anybody for your money's sake, and also you have a job to do, which means you're motivated. So this particular point is a strength for you, which is not for many people who are in full-time preparation. Number three, when you are in job, when you're working somewhere and also you want to prepare for some exam, please understand you can have some deadlines, but sometimes you may miss those deadlines. For example, you have actually decided tomorrow to finish 4 topics, but tomorrow, you may imagine you have some extra work, over task or overtime in your office or some other meeting. For some official reason, you are not able to meet your preparation deadline. So this is a common problem for every job holder and a student. Because when you're working somewhere, whatever deadlines you have decided to reach, whatever targets you have set up, you may not be able to fulfill them. But don't get disappointed, because this is not a problem for only you. Any job holder who is also into preparation faces the same problem. So don't come to a conclusion that, oh my god, I am not able to study at all. So rather than having this stress, let me quit my preparation. Never. And you are not the only person who is working and also who is preparing. There are many people who do that. There are many job holders who also try to continue their preparation and also qualified in even exams like civil services. Forget about exams like bank or SSC. There are many job holders along with their job. They also continued their preparation and also qualified. So don't come to a conclusion that I'm not able to reach my deadlines. So I think this will not work. I'll quit my preparation. No. Accept the reality that when you're working somewhere, you cannot meet your deadline. Once you accept the reality, naturally, you will not get disappointed every time. Number four, whenever there is a possibility, have some small deadlines. I don't say have a big deadline. Some students, what they do is they have some goals, but they are not realistic goals. By next week, I'll finish this subject. You can never do that. Especially when you're working somewhere, you cannot do that at all. So have some realistic small deadlines. And that deadline should be so easy for you to cross. What happens is when you have a very small deadline for yourself and now you have crossed it successfully, you are naturally happy, very much motivated. Then you feel like having another small deadline. So when your deadline is easy enough to cross, naturally you are happy. So have at least 1 day plan. Most of the times I tell the same to the students. Don't have big plans. Have at least 1 day target. Tomorrow my office timings are from here to here. Then after the office timing, from this time to this time, I will do that. From this time to that time, I'll finish off that topic. On that particular target, don't have a heavy target, because the fact is you're already tired, you're already, engaged, you're physically, mentally engaged in other works. Now opening a book and studying something is not as easy as it is for the students who are in full-time preparation. So have a very reasonable, realistic deadline which you can easily cross. And number 5, I always say this to the students. When you're working somewhere and also you want to continue your preparation, the biggest motivating factor that you must have is be positive, be consistent. Don't be early to quit. I have known many students who very much early quit their preparation. They start today and after 3 months they quit. And I ask them why, and they say, I'm not able to study because I am working. Hardly you have spent 3 months. That is a very short period of time, I am telling you. Because any new challenge in our life, to adapt it, to understand the dynamics of the challenge, to adapt ourselves to that, now to convert, to take control over the situation completely, will take some reasonable time. So after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you quit your preparation, which means you are actually doing a big mistake. At least try for 1 year. 1 year is a reasonable time, because in that 1 year you will understand how to balance your job and preparation together. So don't be early. Don't quit your preparation very early. Give at least a reasonable time of 1 year. And I'll just share with you one very important tip to balance your job and preparation before I end this video. That is, if possible, along with your job timings, try to join in a coaching center, whether it is offline or online. The reason is, when you actually take coaching, either it is offline or online, you have that environment where you have your co-students preparing for the same exam that you are preparing for. When you talk to them, you will be motivated. Because when you have no one around you who is preparing for the exam that you're preparing for, you are not motivated. You don't have anybody talking about it, right? So try to at least take coaching, either it is offline or online, where you have the course students along with you. That naturally keeps your preparation motivated and alert. Any issues from this side, any queries from this side, you're always welcome to discuss with me. I hope this will help you to balance your job and preparation. I wish you very good luck and all the best.